Hi there. So we are in Cool Beans here in Fort Pierce at the coffee shop, and I just ran into Susan, and Susan's going to explain to you a little bit about her business. She has two parts that we're going to go over, which is part about the community that she's making community efforts with, and then also about her actual business. So can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Susan Barrett Fanzo, and I'm the founder of My Baby Lady, which is a childbirth education and doula support and referral organization.
Excellent. So you do referral networking in a sense? You refer out if people have that necessity as well?
I do.
What a great idea. So tell us a little bit about what you were sharing with me earlier about how you have a community effort going. Let's start with that first.
Absolutely. So the community effort is a parent wellness circle initiative. What I discovered working with expected parents is once they've had the baby, I have like that final visit with them, and then they're off on their own. And I wanted to find a way to continue that relationship. And I discovered the Wellness Circle Initiative, and they have several parts, but the part that drew me, of course, was the Parent Wellness Circle. And so what I'm hoping to do, and not just for my clients, but any other doulas that are in the area when they have their clients after they've had the baby, that they can step into a wellness circle, which is a 6 to 8 week weekly get together where we go over all 8 aspects of our wellness, and specifically rooted in parenting. So it's for expected parents on what they expect and how they hope to parent, and for parents who are parenting, that we can help with them and improve their overall wellness.
Excellent. Along those lines, I think that's phenomenal. And one of the reasons I think that's great is because if you don't already know, my daughter Jade, who I was just here doing the co-working session with, my daughter Jade, when she was born, I didn't really have a support group. I didn't live near family. I had really what I considered no one. And I went to a mommy and me group. I asked at my job, this was back 20 some years ago, right? Yes. So they weren't really open to supporting parenting in that same manner as we are nowadays. I think we're trying to come around a little bit more.
We're still working on it, but we're a little bit closer today than we were then.
Yeah. Back then you weren't supposed to work out if you were pregnant, by the way. Now.
Oh my goodness, right.
Yeah, and I was the only one that went to the gym, and they thought I was crazy. So, things have definitely changed. Yes. But the Mommy and Me group was hugely supportive because, like you said, you're able to network and you're able to find other people. So tell me a little bit more about the circle, just another little tidbit. So that's available here?
So the circle can be in person or on Zoom. We find that people are so busy, and they're in so many different directions that a lot of times it's easier to just hop on Zoom for an hour. Mm-hmm. But ideally, I would love to be creating community circles so that people who live in the same area can connect with each other. Because I have found with my clients more and more that they do not live near family, and a lot of people are starting their families, especially here in Florida, where there aren't other young families. Mm-hmm. And so that network is even more important to those who are far away from other families or from their own family for support.
Excellent. That's huge. All right. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is she is also a woman owner of a business. And so we're going to talk about her business as well so that we can share that with you. So are you located right here in Fort Pierce? Where are you located?
I'm actually currently located in Port St. Lucie.
Okay.
But Fort Pierce is where I raised my children. And so this is home to me. So
did you hear that? This is where she raised her children, right here in Fort Pierce. That's a big deal. Okay. So you're here locally because Fort Pierce and Port St. Lucie are so close together that we're right beside one another. Yep. So tell us a little bit about your business.
So
a snippet. Yeah.
I offer virtual childbirth education. So I have evening classes and afternoon. Okay, I have evening classes and afternoon classes that are offered virtually so that I can reach more people than I was before. In the beginning of my business, I was going into people's living rooms and I was sitting with the couples and giving them individual one-on-one classes, which was a wonderful experience. And those that had that opportunity, we developed a relationship, and I'm still friends with them, and I get the pictures of the babies as they're growing up. But I want to be able to make a bigger impact and reach more families. And prior to the pandemic, I offered group classes where I could have up to 10 couples come into a physical group setting and get to know each other, and relationships were built there as well. So I'm pivoting to offering the classes in a group setting online, hoping to also develop relationships during those classes with other parents. They may not be geographically in the same areas, but they're going to be in that same planning stages of life, and hopefully they'll be able to connect and create a support group. And after they graduate from the childbirth class, we'll offer them the opportunity to be in a parenting circle on Zoom. Yeah.
So even if it's created on Zoom or it's created in some other manner, Susan's creating community. That's what I would say from what you just shared. Through her business, through her initiatives, she's creating community, which to me is amazing. And one of the things that you said a couple of things, but it goes back to real estate and what I do with there as well. It's the support system and it's being able to support people. You made a statement about you get to watch the children grow up, you get to check in. And if you know me, and some of you out there are watching this, and more likely you're going to see it on all of the social platforms, but as you know about some of the things I do, I have clients that I've worked with for 23 years. I have watched children. I have one client in particular that we have watched our children go off to college, and now they're out of college, and we have children that are about the same age. And we've gotten to watch our children and watch our children grow. And I still help her, and she bought a property that she rents. I rent the property for her down in Boynton Beach. Also, we get to stay in contact over social platforms, and I get to see her children grow up and all the wonderful things that are happening in her life.
Yeah.
So we're very bonded. So what you're doing, especially at that birthing stage, is you're really at the beginning of some of these children's lives.
Right in the very beginning, right there when they first take that first breath. And I really want the opportunity to keep that relationship going. And in a lot of cases, it does end at that final visit. And so this is an opportunity to develop those relationships and bring them all along a little bit farther, and then connect other parents with each other.
With other parents. So that is an amazing experience, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to meet you.
I know, this was amazing, wasn't it?
So I'll connect all of you with Susan's business. I'm going to gather all of her information here as well while I'm at the shop, while I'm here at Cool Beans. And then I'll have that available for you. Feel free to DM me, hit the like button, share this video with everybody that you know that might be, looking for a doula or looking for this kind of a circle. And I'll leave her information so that you have it available. Or you can just DM me, send me a message, and I'll send you all of her contact information. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.